Oh, hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, Sodding Raccoon, and we are over here at the Maze Bank offices, ladies and gentlemen, as we intend to go and purchase ourselves a vehicle, and of course, we're going inside with a punch to the head from Mr. Raccoon. Yes, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Maze Bank offices, as doubtlessly you can see. Now, before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, don't speak to my secretary. She recently said that Garottes weren't the fastest car on the game, and so I wish she should never be spoken to again. Absolutely wretched woman. How dare she say such a thing? Been giving me nightmares for weeks, you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We know the RSX is the fastest car in the game. We don't need to worry about that. We're here today, ladies and gentlemen, to have a look at the Pegassi the Torero XO, ladies and gentlemen. The Pegassi Torero XO, whatever it's called, can be found on the legendary motorsport website, and yes, there we go. Okay, so it's the Pegassi Torero, I don't know, retailing for $2,890,000. My God, that's a steep price, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to send it on up to the Hillcrest residence, as we always do, you know. And on this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting there in a rather peculiar vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Raccoon insisted on bringing this out. It's one of the Arena War slam bands, don't you know, and it's been decorated in a rather peculiar style, and he's driving backwards for some reason I can't comprehend. Okay, well, here we are, this sodding hell bloody Raccoon. Yes, there we go, and he goes bouncing off down the street like an absolute maniac. He really is an absolutely psychotic raccoon, you know, that creature. Okay, well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are inside the garage, the Hillcrest garage, and this is the what's it called now? The Torero, or the Torero, or the Torero XO, whatever the hell it is, ladies and gentlemen. What do we think of it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Pegassi, so it looks like all Pegassis, let's be honest, but it's sort of more brutal than sort of falling down the stairs while you're being attacked by a shark and a tiger now, isn't it? You know, it's as simple as that. And of course, we have to fawn over the looks and say how wonderful it is, even though, as we say, you know, it is rather sort of ugly, let's be honest, but how fantastically ugly it is. Okay, well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take it out on the street and see how it handles. So, of course, we've got Mr. Raccoon waiting for us, ladies and gentlemen, in his own Pegassi, the what's it called, the Torero, that's what I'm going to go for. We've got some lag there, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. Yes, the Torero, or the Torero, or whatever the hell it's called, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to take it out into the street. Okay, so what can one say? I mean, in terms of acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, my God, this thing takes off like a flaming pig launched out of a trebuchet, you know. In terms of handling, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's heavier to handle than the Hoover Dam, you know. But top speed, ladies and gentlemen, that's what this car really has. Whoops, that is Mr. Raccoon, do watch out, you know. Yes, top speed, ladies and gentlemen, that's what this car really has got going for it. I mean, it's got acceleration and top speed going for it. Whoops, that is, and we are all over the shop today, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? We can't seem to keep this car going in a straight line. Okay, yes, so we're going to try and get some top speed up, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let you have a look at that, and there we go, moving on down here. I mean, in terms of top speed, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this thing has got sort of less regard for the laws of physics than someone who believes in the flat earth, you know. It's just absolutely that insane, you know? It's just crazily fast, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and we're going to try and put it down to this top left-hand corner, and yes, there we go. Braking's absolutely woeful considering how much power and speed it's got, you know. Okay, so, and handling's not too great, like I say. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is the initial lap. We have now brought the vehicle back on round to the Maze Bank offices, as doubtlessly you can see. I've got Mr. Raccoon sat alongside there. We're going to take the vehicle on inside to the Maze Bank offices, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the friendly nudge, Mr. Raccoon. And we're going to go and have the vehicle upgraded. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking the Pegassi Torero, or the Torero, or the Torero. I've got no idea, ladies and gentlemen. The I've got no idea. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, whatever the hell it's called, we brought it on inside the shop, you know, the custom auto shop, and we're going to go in, of course, and have the vehicle modified. Now, as always, ladies and gentlemen, as always, you know, we will be going through this section of the video at double speed, just in order to hurry things along somewhat, you know, and but still with the aim to provide you, the viewer, with the opportunity of having a look at the different modifications that can be affected to this vehicle, should you then choose to go ahead and purchase it, you know. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, That really is the salient point of this particular part of the video, or the whole video, one could really say, you know. The point of this particular part of the video, as we have said, is just to you can have a look at the different aesthetic stylings. Yes, but the question is, ladies and gentlemen, should you go and buy the Pegassi Torero or the Torero? Yeah, Torero. That's like I can't keep stuttering over it. That's what I'm going to pin my colours to the mast with, Torero, ladies and gentlemen. The XO? Should you go ahead and buy it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we say, the acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, was shockingly fast. I mean, it really is absolutely rapid. And in terms of the top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, it was absolutely flying down there. I'm sure you will agree. You know? There's no question. It certainly is fast, ladies and gentlemen. It's quick to get up to that speed. The handling, ladies and gentlemen, the handling is where it goes wrong. You know, it's very, very heavy. I mean, it's not always the case with the Pegassis. You know, the Zentorno is very twitchy, ladies and gentlemen. Very twitchy, very slidey. One just have to say that the traction on this Torero didn't feel too bad. You know, it wasn't slipping out everywhere, but it was very heavy, ladies and gentlemen. It was very sluggish, as doubtlessly you could see by the way we're clipping cars left, right, and centre on that initial lap there, and that may well hold it back around the track. You know, it is after all not all about top speed, as we like to say, ladies and gentlemen. It is very much about a combination of top speed, handling, and traction. That's really going to put you around the track first, and that sort of is what defines a top tier vehicle in our opinion anyway. Okay, well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are now on the colour, so of course we are now approaching the end of this section of the video, and thank God for that. And so we shall presently take the vehicle back out into the street and sort of recommence with the tests. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have got Mr. Raccoon in his Pegassi Torero XO, fully upgraded across the board. Me, myself, and I, of course, and I have my own Torero, fully upgraded across the board. And we're going to see how they handle as we put them around the streets, you know. Okay, so what can one say? I mean, in terms of acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, sure you'll agree that this sort of thing sets off faster than a fire alarm in Snoop Dogg's smoking room now, doesn't it? Let's be quite honest about these things, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of handling, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this thing's harder to handle than finding a polar bear in your refrigerator. You know, it's just really is that hard to handle. But the top speed, ladies and gentlemen, as you could look, I mean, Jesus Christ, look at that moving down there, ladies and gentlemen. It's sort of more mind-bending than being raised in a religious cult, or San Francisco, as it's known. Okay, there we go, rolling the car over, ladies and gentlemen, and an indication once again of just how woeful the handling on this particular vehicle is. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen, that is the standard lap as it stands, as I like to cringe to say, ladies and gentlemen, but it's only the first of the tests that we like to do. So of course from here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it on to the top speed test track. Okay, this is the top speed test track, ladies and gentlemen. We have got two Pegassi Toreros XOs there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put them down and see what they can do. Now this is a bespoke course we've built to test the top speed of vehicles, ladies and gentlemen, running from Vinewood all the way down to LSIA there, ladies and gentlemen. 53.54 is competitive time. The top speed is 50.51 so far. And what are we going to get from the Pegassi Torero? Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, it's 14. Right, okay, well, we've never seen anything do it in that speed whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen, so this is a very competitive vehicle. And in terms of looks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree, it's more savage than the Roman Empire. It's as simple as that, you know, more savage than the Roman Empire. Okay, well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going to commence with the test, and I've just realized I haven't got all of the prices down for these particular vehicles, but never mind that, ladies and gentlemen. And as it happens, ladies and gentlemen, the first car that we're bringing out on this occasion is the Pegassi Torero, which is not the XO, ladies and gentlemen, the classic Torero, effectively speaking, retailing for $998,000, so a third of the price, ladies and gentlemen, effectively, and yes, a third of the performance, it would seem. Okay, so the next vehicle we're now going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be what the hell is this? Of course, it's the Pegassi Tempesta. It's not Pegassi, yes, Pegassi Tempesta, ladies and gentlemen, retailing for $1,329,000. Now, effectively, we consider this to be the next step up, ladies and gentlemen, from the Zentorno, you know. It can take down, the Tempesta can take down the Zentorno. I'm just going to take this opportunity to point out, of course, that all of the other vehicles are being driven by Mr. Raccoon, you know. He has a channel of his own. His name is the Bromby. The channel is called the Bromby. If you type that into YouTube, you're going to find out where to do that, because some rather good videos on there. No question, ladies and gentlemen, the Tempesta goes down to the Torero XO. Okay, so released relatively recently, ladies and gentlemen, it is another Pegassi. It is the Pegassi Pegassi Ignis. It's a really rather expensive car, retailing for a price of $2,765,000. Now, Mr. Akuda myself, I did find this car to be absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. It was very fast, great acceleration, great top speed, stunning car to look at, and it's an absolute shocker to see it sat there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is suddenly looking like a rather serious car, ladies and gentlemen. My good God, if it can do that to the... Oh, Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. If it can do that to the Ignis, what can it do to the RSX? Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is suddenly become rather concerning. We, of course, we're now going to bring out some of the more heavy hitters. It's the Lamborghini Tigon, ladies and gentlemen, retailing for $2,310,000, and we consider this to be seriously top. My God, look at it, sat behind. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is... Oh, dear. Just at this point, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that we've become very, very concerned about the fate of the RSX. Okay, as you may well be aware, ladies and gentlemen, we do uphold the RSX to be the finest car on GTA Online, ladies and gentlemen. The Grotti Itali RSX, it superseded the Grotti Itali GTO, which we proclaimed before, ladies and gentlemen, to be the king of the ring. So now we're going to bring out what people consider to be a very, very serious car, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Ocelot Pariah, $1,420,000. Some people uphold it to be the fastest car on GTA Online, ladies and gentlemen. And if it is, then my God, it's not showing it today, ladies and gentlemen, because it's not even close. Okay, this really is very, very concerning. We're now going to go ahead and bring out a vehicle that's been released relatively recently again, ladies and gentlemen, very recently. It's on sale this week, but that won't be ready, that's not really relevant, but it's the Overflod Entity MT, retailing for $2,355,000, ladies and gentlemen. And like I say, we do uphold the Grotti Itali RSX to be the finest car, ladies and gentlemen, and it is an absolute knee-trembling, sort of soul-shattering, sort of disheartening, woeful experience, ladies and gentlemen, to see, yes, the Pegassi is just destroying everything. So we're going to take things very, very seriously, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be time for the Benefactor Krieger. We don't bring this car out very often because it is absolutely monstrous and it destroys pretty much everything around the track apart from the GTO and the RSX, don't you know? The Benefactor Krieger retailing for $2,875,000, so damn near in the same sort of ballpark in terms of price, ladies and gentlemen. But when we look behind us, oh my good God. Okay, that is absolutely terrifying, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to start to wrap things up. You know, it is the Benefactor Serrano. For those of you who do not know, for the hoes at home, for the uninitiated, shall we say, we refer to this vehicle as a serious contender. Oh my good God, look at that. Okay, well, it's not going to be contending with anything on this occasion, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, in terms of acceleration, I mean, this goddamn vehicle sets off like Elon Musk riding a rocket ship to Mars, you know. And in terms of top speed, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's sort of more shocking and terrifying than a zombie Hitler with a stun gun, you know. So it's time for the Pegassi Zentorno. It's $110,000 for, by the way, for the Serrano. $725,000 is purchases you the Pegassi Zentorno, Big Daddy's ears, we like to call it, ladies and gentlemen. The Pegassi Torero XO has already taken down the Tempesta, so it's a foregone conclusion. And I mean, I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. This car is destroying absolutely everything. Grotti has held the top spot for the longest time that we're concerned, ladies and gentlemen. Grotti has held the top spot, and it looks like, oh my good God, yes, this car is just demolishing everything. Okay, well, it would be time for the final masquerade, but we are going to bring out the old king, ladies and gentlemen, the Grotti Itali GTO. Okay, this is it basically. If the Grotti Itali GTO can't do it, what the hell can, you know? Okay, it's going to be the RSX and nothing else after this. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to find out now who is the king of the ring. Is it going to be is the Grotti Itali GTO going to take down this new oncomer, this newcomer, I should say, or yeah, oh good God, oh Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. If you know anything about the GTO, we've never seen that before. My Christ, it didn't even come that close with the RS. Oh Jesus, that's absolutely terrifying, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one more question left now, and that is going to be the Grotti Itali RSX. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it all comes down to. What is the king of the ring? Which is the fastest car, the best car on GTA Online, ladies and gentlemen? It has been the Grotti Italia RSX. Since its release, it superseded the GTO, don't you know? And oh my good God, ladies and gentlemen, can you believe that? Okay, we're going to get around the corner. RSX has got much better handling than this goddamn Pegassi, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, no, right? It's not even, Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, it's not even close. Okay then, oh Jesus, I don't even know what to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Christ, look at that. Okay, well there we are, ladies and gentlemen. It turns out there is a new king of the ring. It's the Pegassi Torero XO. I mean, its handling, ladies and gentlemen, is less responsive than a comatose concrete cow, but in all other areas, ladies and gentlemen, it's absolutely phenomenal. It looks meaner and more menacing than a Scotsman in a kilt, you know? Is it worth the money? Yes, it most certainly is, you know? The best car on GTA, on sodding hell, bloody raccoon. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.